are recording.
Right. And I always do a streamer voice. I just noticed this.
Yeah.
I'll restart. There's a vice
Uh,
or something.
okay, so let's just start. I'm changing the title. Let us start. So I believe Mageta did some drafting, sketch
It's
stuff.
mostly garbage. But
Mostly garbage.
uh, I just like stealing code from what I already wrote on sockets and trying to, well, smash the types with an example I found online as well. I should
Oh,
have kept the thing, but, well, I didn't.
well, before we do that, let's try to read what we already have. And I think you also changed the Merkle tree implementation.
Uh, well, I think we already went through that on the last string, didn't we?
Not the new implementation of the Merkle tree. I remember you
Oh,
talking
right, I
about
changed
having
it.
list of lists or something.
Right. So what I did is essentially strip of the actual structure of the tree, and now I just generate the hash, and that's it. So we don't have intermediary nodes. We don't do anything. We just do this bad list ref with a fold L, and that's it.
Why is that better though?
Why is that better?
Yeah, because
Well, it's not.
aren't
It's not that
we
it's
interested in intermediary stuff?
well. It is correct at least now. It's still garbage. Like the performance wise, it's bad, but it's at least generic and it's actually correct. Like it is building in pairs, but we can generate arbitrary. Well, because you need to hash in pairs, regardless, given this structure. But it generates n-ary trees in theory
Mm-hmm.
um, by subsequently folding the intermediary elements in the tree in this virtual tree that really doesn't
Yeah,
exist. But
my understanding is that when you say virtual, is that we don't care about anything else aside from the leaves
yeah, like we
or the
might
root
want
or the
to look
root.
at the intermediary nodes of the tree, right? But we are not. I'm not preserving them. I'm just literally producing a. Like what I'm doing is looping over a list and then reducing it until we have only one guy.
The
So
root.
it's just a chain of folds. You see. So what I'm doing is let's start on the build tree. So I if it there is only one element, then it's just that, right?
Yeah.
I do nothing. If it's just if it's any list like with more than one element.
Yes.
By the way, I just noticed it could be empty too, right?
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Okay, I didn't account for that. We gotta think. Maybe that's an error
Yeah, I
because,
think we
well,
should make that an error.
yeah.
Oh, thank you. Here empty.
Oh man,
Uh,
by the way, I think I have my candle mode. I think it's better than this garbage, but I'll send it to you later. It's
okay, but
on
how
Linux.
do I do that? Is this like error
Raise, do raise,
raise
and then fail, and then you put the message.
fail?
No, uppercase on the
Oh,
F.
this is a type.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a exception actually.
Can't build tree with empty list.
By the way, do Control A, like Control E.
Where?
Oh, there on this line. Huh? I don't know why this is happening. On when I yeah, it's the encoding of my lines. I think it's
Yeah.
happening.
Anyway, so if you have anything else that is not a list with one element or an empty list, you're gonna generate hashed elements with it.
And then when we generate, we call it again until we have only one element, which is the base case of the recursion, and then it
What is the
stops.
return type of this thing?
So yeah, this returns another list. You see, so it just keeps folding back the list.
Oh, oh, I see why you call the
And
chain of
this list
folds
is
then.
of hashes, right? So this build tree already assumes that you are hashing at least the first element.
Yes, yes,
You're
yes.
mapping, like you, for example, you split into 10 blocks the file. You should already feed this function with the 10 blocks hashed, like in the beginning. We can change that, but that was just like my
So
cheeky
the input of build
way to
tree
solve
is a
it.
list of lists.
It's no, it's a list of hashes. That's it.
The input for build tree is a list of hashes.
Just that.
A list of hashes.
Let's go over the recursion. It receives a list of hashes and then it calls this other generate hashed elements that it basically goes over building pairs, folding, hashing the pairs and appending them. That I'm using that. That's why the reverse, by the way. And then I'm appending those pairs, and then I'm producing new hashes. But then they're gonna shrink, right? Because well, you have less this time. And then you fold it back, and then you well, now I need to go at it again, and then you just keep going until you only have one, and that's it.
I'm having a hard time understanding because before we had a function inside the Merkle tree functor that would allow you to create a Merkle tree out of elements of, I don't know, integers, I believe it was.
Yes.
So now we need to have the things hashed from the start.
Oh, that's what I said. It's just my bad interface, but we still have to do that. Go to the tests folder, Merkle tree. Yeah, that. You see that I'm mapping? Wait, am I mapping?
I think you meant this.
Oh, I commented. But
Yeah.
yeah, it is line 11. So I am doing a list map and then
Oh, so you're
hashing.
mapping beforehand instead of
Yeah,
passing
like
this.
that's just my bad interface. Yeah, but it's still the same thing.
Okay, so after you hash each of, because you're hashing the leaves essentially, right?
Yes.
So let me ask you something. When you combine hashed things, you hash it again?
Yeah.
Oh,
Which is
okay.
the same thing we did
Okay.
before, right?
Okay.
But we don't have to deal with the problem of duplicating an element
Oh.
this way. So it kind of solved that problem, and the tree doesn't assume it's binary, well, because it's just lists, right? But we don't have a structure, so. But man, this is more than fine to produce a unique enough value, because depending on the order you hash, you're gonna hash differently, right? So
No, I think
I
that's
think
fine.
that's
I think that's fine.
yeah, that should be enough for
Marinho, do you
what we want
check
to
out?
do.
Do you agree it's fine, or do you see any problems with this?
Um, we will have to define an intermediate structure eventually. Um, but for now, I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think we don't care for that for the purposes of what we need to do to get off the ground. So
Okay.
that's
And then you made. I also noticed that inside Merkle, you are also testing the communication stuff.
yeah, because I was
So
lazy to make it.
we probably should make communication.sml in here,
That's the kind of the yeah, right.
and then we copy this, remove this stuff.
I ended up not posting the papers that I was looking at for this whole hashing thing. Um, so instead, I'm going to point at a rabbit hole, and you guys can follow down the white rabbit at your leisure later.
Sure.
I'll delete the let, the second let.
You mean this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So now let's read the bookkeeper stuff. Let's read this to everybody to be on the same page. So the data structure is basically something that will do the reading and the writing for us. So it has an internal function seek and stuff like that, which I believe actually, now that I think about it, are we using, yeah, I think this should be local,
Oh,
right?
we can do that, but if it's not exposed on the structure, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, yeah, no, you're correct, you're correct. What really matters is this. But I think it's more readable though, to have this like this. So this is basically just getting an entity, well, getting the contents of an entity. With the entity is actually the file name. Now that I read it, so this is a file. This is the initial offset. This is the site that we want to read, and we're gonna get the payload. And this is the opposite. So you're gonna open this, go to this position, and write this payload, and that's it. These ones are the ones that I mostly forgot about. So let's start with bookkeeper. So the bookkeeper is something that will have a map of files, and I remember would be something like something that maps a file name to a list of
Can
locations.
you Google for Gluster FS?
I can. So Gluster FS, which is, isn't this what IBM bought or something?
Go back to Google architecture. There. Yes, there we go. I don't know if IBM bought this. Well, this is a GNU project, so I don't think they can buy it.
Okay. So we have
Uh,
whatever these are.
yeah. So basically, you have these clients, right? And then these clients they communicate over TCP with the actual two daemons that it has. It has this Gluster FSD, and then it has this Gluster D. So go down there.
Oh,
So
here.
the Gluster D is the thing that synchronizes. It's our bookkeeper. And then the Gluster FSD, it's the thing that writes and does all the garbage to the disk. So it's the data
Oh,
node,
it is written
basically.
in here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see any of that. So the cluster D is our
Is yeah.
bookkeeper,
It's a daemon that keeps running and keeps synchronizing garbage
and
across
the
all the
and the
nodes.
cluster FSD is the one that does the writing. You said.
Yeah, that does all those operations with an auxiliary extra file system that is on the disk. So it's using XFS, the GNU file
So
system.
you're basically saying that that's not what I wanted. Well, how is it? This? Yes, this. So this is cluster FSD. You said.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
And
kind of.
this
Not really,
is
but yeah.
and this
It should
is
actually be the
cluster.
file system line 8 up there. That's the
Oh,
cluster FSD.
so file system and data
This is
they are
like X.
together the
This
cluster.
is like the XFS. Sorry, XFS.
So these two are the ones that do the manipulation under the hood.
Yeah, this is the Gluster FSD. The one on line 33, it's XFS, if you want to find an analogy.
XFX, like this
FS.
FS.
FS. Yeah, X file system.
Where is that in here?
Well, it's the block down there.
Oh, here.
This. Yeah.
I see. I see. And by the way, I apologize because I was meant to read the both the paper and the Gluster FS today, but Mario and I we had an emergency meeting because of work, so I
No, no,
couldn't
no
read it.
problem. No problemo.
So then this is Gluster FS apparently. What the heck is
Uh,
that?
oh yeah, it's adding
Gluster.
trailing spaces. I don't know why.
Okay. So this is Gluster FS,
No,
which
this
is
is Gluster D.
D. Gluster D. Sorry, Gluster D. This is XFX. Okay, that makes sense actually. That makes total sense. That makes total sense. So let's read this again now with these annotations. So bookkeeper is a thing that keeps synchronizing and it has a map of files and a map of hashes. The map of files maps a file name to a list of locations if I remember correctly. Is that it? Oh no, it's from the file
Uh,
name to hashes.
yes, and then the files they're gonna track the location. The hashes track the hash to the. Wait, the
Isn't the
hash track
opposite?
the. No, no, no. Wait, yeah, it's the opposite. The
Okay,
hash
this
from
is
to location,
hash to
and then
location
this is the yeah, and that's the file
to
we had
hash.
stored to hash.
Yeah. So I'm actually gonna. We probably should rename this later, but this is file to. Oops, to hash, and this is hash to locations. That's not what I want.
Amazing. Amazing.
Amazing. That and that. Cool. And then we have the Merkle tree for integrity, right? This is basically for our
Basically.
data integrity. Integrity.
Basically.
And then we have, well, this is the definition of hashable to something to be classified as hashable. That's fine. I want to go with this over these two now. So what is a file system? The file system functor, I guess.
This file system is basically just the thing that will hold our interface to the operations. That's at least what I was imagining.
Basically, it's what we use to actually talk to the disk.
Yeah. It's
No,
the
so we don't talk to data directly. We talk to file system.
it's like LX, it's like X later. I think what XFS calls
The translator.
later. Yeah.
Oh, this
Or
guy
is
down
it
here?
from alligator? Who knows? Yeah, it's following a POSIX, right? We don't care about these American standards, so who cares?
Okay, so we actually never talk to data. We always talk to file system, and
That
the file
American
system talks
standards.
to data.
Uh, no, right. So here's the thing: the data is totally encapsulated, should be at least totally encapsulated on the file system. No one talks to it.
Sure.
It's just the Gluster FSD. So Okay, it's Inception here. Okay, so the cluster FSD is a daemon running that's receiving inbound TCP commands in the network, in the mesh, and then it's handling the communication between the multiple instances we have, right? So it's receiving, yeah, write these bytes to this file, access this thing from this file. So it's receiving that payload we have up there, okay?
So
That, by the way, it's still very unclear what
this
we're gonna
receives
do.
this. You want to say?
Yeah, well, not this, right? Because right there and just agglutinating all the garbage that we have right now. But essentially, it's gonna hold all of our traffic. Then we have this later part that is it alligator or translator? I don't know, but we have this translator area that we do the interface to communicate with the data. That's X later. You see?
Yeah, no, I understand. So these will handle the operations,
Yeah, we're
and
just
when
smashing both layers together. That's what I'm trying to say. We're just smashing the cluster FSD with X later. So the file system, the functor, communicates only with the data and other, well, messages that it might receive in the network that we didn't describe yet.
oh, as far as I can tell, the bookkeeper will talk to a node that has this functor running.
Well, the bookkeeper ID, well, if we gonna follow exactly Gluster's architecture, which I think we should, I think it's more very close to what we had planned. Each node will have their own bookkeeper running, right? So it
Yeah,
has two
basically,
daemons. Go on,
each
Manuel.
node would have a file system and a bookkeeper. And the file
Yeah,
system uh, is what actually goes down and talks to the disk, and the bookkeeper synchronizes with other nodes.
yeah, exactly.
Ah, so each node has both roles, the bookkeeper role and the file system role.
Wait, role? What do you mean? Oh, roles
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
like role playing, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Okay,
So yeah, those are the things. So we need to encapsulate both into a executable entity that keeps receiving messages from TCP and operates based on a command, right? So that's what I had started doing on the communication SML. So let
okay,
me
but
just explain that real quick.
let me just confirm if I got it. So this uh, will receive some information via the network. The bookkeeper role will receive some information. It will do
Uh-huh.
something according to using these three
Oh,
things.
not the bookkeeper precisely, but in our architecture, because here's the thing: the bookkeeper is just having this as its information it needs to propagate, right? But
Yes,
it's not actually doing the communication by itself. It's actually just reacting to change based on the file system.
to reacting to stuff changing in the
Yeah,
file
like
system.
a file changed. Well, trigger this thing on the bookkeeper, so it needs to have some functions to support this. But trigger this function on the bookkeeper that updates the hash table to reflect
But
the
we're
new
only going to
changes.
do that if the file system yells.
Exactly. So the file system
Ah.
commands the bookkeeper, but the
Oh, I
bookkeeper
was thinking
also
about
has
the
the job.
opposite. Okay.
No, yeah, but here's the thing: the bookkeeper also has should have, at least I think, his own autonomy to propagate the changes whenever it sees that its internal structure changed. So
I
well,
see.
that part I think we just need, well, that part we can just do with threads, right? We keep listening to any change on the thing and then do.
That's fine. That's fine. So we're gonna have a node running with these two things going, and then if this, and then when it receives some message, this thing is gonna do something about it,
Mm-hmm.
because maybe the message is to read, maybe the message is to write. We don't know yet. And then depending on what this does, this guy will have to also react to the side effect of that the file system is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see. I see. I see.
And remember, we did the f open and f read that way to basically open, give you the descriptor, and then you request the thing you actually want to read, right? So that's why.
Yeah. When you say request, you're gonna request to the data because you're gonna combine these two things.
Um, well, Yes, they're gonna one is gonna ask to the data, which is our actual file system, right?
Yeah.
Our
Yes.
vanilla file
Yes.
system.
Yeah, I understand that. Okay. Okay. Now it's time to this one.
Okay, so let me explain this real quick. So I basically have this spawn that you pass a handler that should have a signature of you pass a socket to it, and then it replies with a
I just
unit.
noticed that
So,
my
oh, good luck.
oh is not working at all.
Try well on. Yeah, you need to configure melee, or you maybe you didn't open the thing from there.
I opened from Nick's
Oh,
developing
right.
here.
You didn't add. Yeah, you didn't register melee on Emacs. That's why.
Okay, so I can do that later. Continue.
So you pass a handler that picks a active socket, and then it replies with a unit. And then, uh, well, let me go in pieces, right? So we receive that's the handler function. So whatever we're gonna do, then we receive the port that we're gonna open it on, and the queue size. The queue is the amount of things that it will hold on waiting on the listen, in case there's like lots of traffic.
Sure.
So we open a passive socket, so it's gonna keep listening, but well, I still didn't activate it. And then we bind it to this address, so reuse address, and then this bind to any blah blah blah, it will bind to localhost. So I bind to the port on localhost,
Sure.
and then we say listen with this queue size, and then I just print that so we can see it's actually doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says, okay, I accept with this handler. And then the accept function basically receives the handler and the socket, the passive socket still, and then it's gonna accept. And then at that moment, it's not a passive socket anymore. It's a active socket because it's activated. It's accepting stuff. And then we receive the S, and I think the other parameter was the amount of bytes you're ready to receive. No, that's not it. I don't recall what the other parameter is. I just ignored it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we invoke the handler, and then we do accept and loop over to keep listening again.
Okay, I see, I see.
And then you can either do a send or receive. So they are the two handlers I did. But I noticed there was a problem when I was doing it, and I forgot to document what was the problem because I said, "Oh, what I'm doing is dumb," but I forgot what I was doing. But essentially, like what you do is the receive is easy because you just read a specific amount of bytes with the receive vec. So you probably would need to do the handler to loop over a specific amount of time until you get to a specific character you want.
I have a question.
Go on.
Shouldn't this 6 be the queue size?
No, the queue size is the amount of things you're gonna wait on the listen to bind to the socket.
Oh, so this
That
6 is just
receive is
in
the
for
amount of
lows.
bytes you're getting on this active connection. The
No,
the
I
queue size
understand
is
that.
how many connections you're gonna wait. You see?
No, I understand. I apologize for my confusion, but I have a feeling this 6 should be a parameter for the receive.
Oh, well, yes, but in this case I was testing, so who cares? But you should
Mm-hmm.
read an arbitrary size of values, and then you should stop at some moment that we don't know. Actually, it kind of doesn't make sense to have an amount because you're not gonna pass that to the handler. You're gonna pass, well, whatever. Depends on the way you're gonna implement. But
Yeah.
the point is, we need to read until depending on the protocol. That's what I'm saying. We need to specify a protocol. Um, and then it says, okay, like when you get a null character, like in a string, right? You get a null terminated string. You keep reading character by character until and you buffer that until you get the slash zero, right, which
Yeah,
is
delimiter.
zero.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get that, then you're gonna halt this thing, and then you basically completed whatever you want to do, and then you can serialize the thing, and then I'm doing that with byte to string, and that's it. On the send, it's actually more, well, a little bit more complicated because you need to handle the socket. So what I'm doing there is I have this convert this sentence that I'm writing, like this message that I'm sending to it. uh, convert it to bytes with this word vector. So it needs to be a word vector, word8 vector,
Mhm.
to use the sendVec function. And then you just put it there, but I'm closing the socket, you see? So I shouldn't
Mm.
close. I should handle it somehow different. That I had an insight that I said, oh, that's how, but I forgot. So we need to go over that.
Shouldn't you just return the socket?
I don't
Because
know. I
because
think
this is probably
so.
doing unit, I think.
Well, yes, it is unit, but I don't recall what I had to do. I remember having an insight of like, well, try to run. If you go to the communication, go there. Yeah, you see that I have two examples, so just comment one out and run the other, and you're gonna see them running basically. The send, I think it's working fine, but we need a client to read, right? So you can try to bind with Emacs and try to receive information. Um,
Uh,
the Racket Tower client uses TCP, by the way, so you can just slurp that. I think
the
that would be
Racket
an easy
Tower
test.
client uses TCP.
Yeah, the Emacs client of
Oh,
Racket
you
Tower.
mean like we? Oh, I see. I see what you mean.
You
Okay,
just connect to the same port and localhost, and then you should get the thing.
I
You should
see.
be
We
able
can
to
definitely do
send and
that.
read.
You have to go have dinner, by the way.
Yeah, I'll go there and I'll be right back.
Okay, so Marinho, I think we can hack it the way that Magetta described. What do you think?
Sure. Let's give it a shot.
So we need to go here, and then there's supposed to be a yeah a front end, and then there's supposed to be to have like we have many things. Okay, which one do you want, Marinho?
Frontend.el can be executed from Emacs, so that's probably
Uh huh. The issue is that I don't remember at all how to run it though. There is a way. I always forget. I always freaking forget this. So probably this is gonna open in the mini buffer. I'm gonna put localhost in there. The port needs to be 777, and then the connection should be. I don't know if this matters. I don't think it does. And the indentation
huh.
is wrong. That's much better. So we need to remember how to do this, Marin.
I actually never ran this particular client.
No. We need to remember how to evolve Emacs functions
Uh,
because I have
isn't that just
absolutely
like
no recollection.
isn't that just like Control C, Control V or something like that?
Control X, Control E. Okay. Control X, Control E. And then we want to do something like
Like a tower.
Racket client server address localhost 7777.
Seven.
That's it in theory. The
GTP.
next problem is remembering how to run the tests. I have also no recollection of that. And my Emacs is hanging because of it. Cool. Um,
Look at it for the win.
so we need to be able to do. I hope this will not time out. I hope,
It might.
but I hope not. Okay, so what do I have in the gist file? I have this thing, which I also have no recollection on how it works. Let's try. And something is wrong. Bookkeeper line 77. Okay, so let's Control G on that. But now we know how to do it. That's cool. So there's something wrong
And
in
knowing
here.
is and knowing is half the battle.
So it's saying that line 67 and 68 expected but end was found. What? and was found. In the bookkeeper, and expected, but nothing was found. What? What do you mean? It is the same problem as before.
Line 67. Oh, there's probably an end meeting somewhere. And it's making it think that there should be something after that last end.
Maybe local is not available if you're not using ADTs. Wow. So local is only available if you're doing ADTs. Cool. Okay. So now the question, how do we know what to run exactly? You know? Just. Because if I do just run, we get 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, whatever that means. And who is doing that?
That's probably the Merkle tree hashing algorithm.
Ah. So we need to probably comment. Oh, it is not in here actually. Let's swap that. Okay, it is broken. Uh, so test communication.sml. Did I have a typo there? Communication. I don't have a typo. That is weird. No such file or directory. Hmm. Why? Why? Do I need to add it because of a stupid flake? When you know, you know. That's what I have to say about that. Uh, Racket Tower Client. Localhost 7777. Boom. Boom.
We're listening.
Oh, I think I did it wrong. I need to do this is the client, so now I need to do this stuff. Localhost new sending. Something happened.
Something
So,
happened.
something
Amazing.
happened. We received new, which is bad, but something happened.
We shouldn't rely on that.
We we shouldn't. We definitely shouldn't rely on that. Uh, well, now here's the problem. What is wrong? How to define what is wrong? Like we wanted to send hello, and we sent it, as far as I can tell. Like sending happened here. I'm really inclined to just remove this though. I want to know what's gonna happen. So let's kill this. Let's do build. I think actually if we do just run, it will rebuild itself. Oh, it won't. Give me the error message, please. Yes. Expression expected, but end was found. Oh, I think I need to do this. Okay. So type error in function application. Function communication spawn. And we should be passing 3 things to it. And the argument that we're passing, uh, who is calling send actually? Hmm. Nobody here is calling send, aside from, yeah. So that's kind of weird. That's really
That
weird.
is weird.
Hmm. So in here, oh, it's because you're doing spawn, man. That's why. So the handler is this send here, and this send is not returning unit anymore. So it's not that easy. It's not just removing the close. Because the handler needs to return a unit according to this type. You see here, unit?
Yep.
We need the insight from Magetta to fix it. But
Um,
yeah, it doesn't seem to be working as expected because the using using 777. And what is this number? Oh, it's the queue size. It is the queue size, I remember. This. What do you think is the problem?
what do I think is the problem? Mm, hmm. Can't we just like can't we just um can't we just cheat and write a function that takes anything and returns units and does nothing?
No, because that. Uh, oh, you mean in the return of this?
Yeah, like instead of closing, we can just return units and be done.
No, why not? That question was great. Can't we just cheat? That would be cool. Okay, it's listening to 777. Racket client. So localhost. Boom. New.
Don't rely on it.
Don't rely on it. Yeah, I agree. But you're not
Uh,
closing
can
the
we send
socket. It doesn't. It's not doing it.
can we send another message and still have it work?
Theoretically, I don't see why not. We can just do the same thing. So localhost 7777. Yep.
Good.
It tried to send it
That's
twice.
I mean we did send a message twice, so it replied twice, but yeah.
I don't remember how to print stuff though. I want to print the serialized message.
Uh, I wonder, is it possible to like print in the mini buffer the thing that you got from the connection
No, but
in
we are
the
doing that
record?
already here.
Oh, I see, I see.
I mean printing the serialized message in the send function. Like doing some sort of print, then mask, then serialized message, then this. You see?
I'm pretty sure ML doesn't have formatted printing or any kind of polymorphic printing for that matter. Like
Yeah,
that's one of the points of contention between SML
pain,
folks and OCaml folks.
pain. That's the what I have to say about that. Much pain, bro. Much pain. So if you can't print it, what are we gonna do? Okay, so let's try to search about word 8 vector slice SML. Maybe there's a print function in there.
Hmm.
Aha. How do you print, friend? How? Oh, they had to make a. Hey, I'm so sad. Like, I'm gonna copy paste because I don't really care, you know?
Yeah.
So here's the function. Uh, well, whatever. Here's the function that I found online. It does the thing, apparently, allegedly.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So we can do this and just test. Do you build? No. What is the problem? Different type constructors. Oh, it's not print though.
Bro, do you even build?
Okay, it did something. I have no idea if it did stuff correctly, but it did something. There, localhost. Boom. Oh, hey, this is hello. This is definitely hello.
Amazing. Can you change the message that the client sends to something else and see if that changes the behavior on the ML side?
And I'm back.
And we have
Check
bad
this out.
news.
Well, I have good news. My suit arrived.
What arrived?
My suit, just look at that beauty, man.
Oh, in the chat.
I mean, I took the picture today, but I was just looking at it, and it's exactly what. Anyway.
I'm happy you're happy, man. Really, I really do.
Very fine.
Okay, so here's the problem. We managed to find first find it,
Mm-hmm.
and then we are running this thing here, which is sending hello. And we were a little bit skeptical about what the heck is serialized message, so I stole a function from a GitHub issue to print a word 8 vector slice. And it does in fact seem to be the case that we are sending hello exclamation mark.
Right, we are.
But the mini buffer is saying new.
Uh, wait a second. Pick mine. I think this we have a bug on this garbage. Just give me a sec. Cause I remember when I picked it, I had to change mine as well. So try
Ah,
copying this.
Let me check. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Scratch. Do I need to copy everything?
I would suggest. Let's
Okay,
see.
a
No, not
bajillion
really.
lines.
Just until line 19.
Oh, wait. 19. I see. There.
Yeah, because I have this mailbox garbage. You see?
I don't know what that is though.
Well, it's saving on a variable. That's basically what it is.
So, where are you creating mailbox? Or is this already a
There.
thing?
That's what I was debating with Commander. Like I know that I use secq and everybody on Emacs just does this. So we don't do lex like
Magenta,
lexical scope.
Magenta, Magenta.
Mm?
Emacs Lisp and Common Lisp are actually kind of different in a lot of ways.
Oh right, I get that. But I was thinking like uh why not the same with setf, right? And then I think I got my reason, which is it's just changing memory region, right? So if you're not like you there's well it's picking garbage basically. It's not doing a simple assignment to a variable that happens to be a symbol,
What the
as
heck?
in
What am I
step
doing
Q.
wrong?
What are you doing?
I already did Control X, Control E. So
Mm-hmm.
everything is already like
Oh, you are on Lisp mode. Change it to Emacs Lisp mode.
Emac. I don't think. Oh, that's
Lisp, you
Lisp.
type list. Yeah.
Oh, so it was doing something else. Okay, cool. Perplex. It is still not
Oh
here.
well, you well because it's not an interactive function.
Oh, I need to put interact.
Oh, you can make
Oh,
it interactive.
no,
Man,
but
just
that's
call it as
annoying.
text.
That's annoying. So how do I call it? I need to do evolve or something?
No. Go back. New space after the quote.
After the quote space.
After this, the documentation of the function.
Oh, here.
Yeah, put interactive. I mean, it's a function, right?
This needs to be in parentheses, no?
Yes. And then on the let, you put a read. What's the read function on Emacs? I
No, no,
think
no,
it's
but we already
used.
have the local host on the port. Don't need to be interactive. I just want to run this. What is the shortcut?
Well, you just run as a function perplex client, and then you pass as a string.
Oh, so then you're saying perplex, uh, and the content is going to be the message?
Yeah,
So, hi there. And then,
and execute. Control X, Control V. Now check the. You got it there. Oh wait, hello.
yeah, this
That's
is,
not what you sent.
no, this is what we are sending.
Oh, we're sending back. Okay. So check the mailbox, print it. No.
I don't remember. Is this like,
Well,
I don't remember the
just
printing.
print C.
Oh, print C, that's the one.
Yeah, there are multiple. No, print C. Just C.
Print C, just C.
No, print with all the C.
Oh, okay.
No, no, man.
Mailbox.
Print C. Literally. Oh, well, that works, I guess. But I think it will not format.
Hello, hello.
So you got there? Well, it's just one hello. It's just that it prints twice. That's why I told you not to use the print.
Oh, okay. But it has the hello though. That's what it matters. So in order to receive stuff, we need to be doing something different than this, I guess. We need to be doing this, correct?
Uh-huh.
So that's what we do. So this, there. And then we go to this guy. It fails, of course.
Quang, 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 quang.
The receive function needs to receive a socket.
Oh, amount. You put amount there.
Oh, the amount. Okay, so we can put 6. Wait, but
Well,
isn't this the first?
yeah, now you have a problem. You need to put the amount before the socket.
Yeah, but how do
Change
I
the change the values. Change the order.
change the order?
Put the amount
Oh,
before.
this is not the receive. This is the handler of the spawn. The socket is going to be provided by the spawn function.
Yeah, so you just
I
flip the
am
order.
stupid. That makes total sense. Okay, cool. Okay, so theoretically, the
Ta-ta-ta-tan.
uh,
Oh, you need to spawn again the client because you changed the variable, right?
I already did. Uh, oh, I need to do this again. You say?
Oh, yes, if you change the variable.
And then I'm gonna do this new.
Okay, but see if it received on the other side, right? I mean, it is getting something.
Oh, it's because the amount is 6.
It's 6, yeah, you just read 6.
Ah,
You
but
need
it
to keep
worked though.
looking.
It worked. Um, okay, so now we just need to make a protocol, I guess. What you
Yeah,
said,
well,
right?
good luck for us. Now it's where the pain starts.
Did you have your idea again? Because we swapped the closing of the socket with unit.
Oh, so we just remove the close. That's it.
Yeah, that's what we did essentially.
Yeah. Oh, you don't need this then.
No, we do because this the handler needs to return unit according to this guy.
Oh, if it's unit and the last expression is already yielding unit, you don't need to split unit as well. Again.
This is a spitting unit.
Well, there's a comma there, so yes, it has to.
Comma no semicolon.
Semicolon, yeah.
Okay, so now what? We need to.
Let's let's draw the protocol. So what do we need? We need we need something like hmm,
Wait, when you
command.
say protocol is going to be the information exchange between a node that has a communication structure, a bookkeeper structure, file
Yeah, we
system
need a
structure.
convention. We need a convention for the client to call the gluster.fs, and we need a convention for the nodes to communicate among themselves,
Okay, so let's not do the letter now. What about that?
which I think is easier. But
Marinho, do you agree with Magetta? Because I thought we would make a single node server first.
Well, that would be just sync and let's see, sync. Oh, maybe not because you have to serialize a hash table. Uh,
No, isn't
I
my
mean,
understanding was that we would make the bookkeep the this thing would be the definition between the client and the server.
well, that's a payload, so you have to generate something to send it anyway.
No, yeah, yeah.
So
Hmm.
you
But I
have to
mean,
do a convention like, oh, this field has this many characters. The second field is the file name. You see, like it needs to be positional if you're gonna do in bytes,
no, yeah.
which
But
is our
my
case.
understanding would be that we would pick a structure. Well, we would pick a payload, serialize it, and send to the client, or the opposite as well. I don't know.
We can serialize like bytes there if we want, but I don't know anything that does it already off the
No, we
rack
would
in
have to do it
SML.
by hand, man, because SML probably has no shit.
Yeah, that's a sad
But
fate.
we would have to like
Mm.
we could pattern match stuff like a
Yeah, but that's
descriptor.
what I said. It's positional. The first is the hash members, like the list. The second, no, I'm looking at the second, for example. The second is the file name, and then you know the
That
what
this
those
is a
data
string.
types are, and
Yeah.
then you need a separator,
Yeah,
and
so I
then
was
where
more
they
like
fall.
thinking we could make fun serialize that picks a descriptor. So like descriptor.
Well, you're
And
gonna
then
need a serialize for each, so you
oh
should
yeah.
need. I wonder if there's a better way to do it.
But we gotta settle on the first thing that you said. Are we gonna make right now the exchange of information between nodes or a node and a client?
Then it doesn't matter. Like we can do
No, it
any.
matters because they are very different. No?
Really, we're gonna have to serialize both, and the communication is the same way. So what difference does it make?
What is the
One, there's
information
just
among them?
more stuff to do. That's it. The only difference.
Which one has more stuff to do?
Oh, the client.
Oh yeah, that I understand. So let's settle on one. Marinho, Mageta, opinions?
Ye- Yeah, I have to apologize. Like ever since Mageta mentioned the whole SetF thing, I was kind of looking at the hyperset.
The you know the monkey meme of the monkey neuron activator.
Yeah.
That's literally my name right now.
Okay, but I can explain it again, no problem. So right now, because we already have the outer structure of communication working, thanks to Mageta, of course, we need to
Okay.
settle on instead of doing this like an arbitrary amount that we got the problem of like these is 6 characters, but we are expecting more. We need to define a protocol, right? So i- how many bytes each position of the payload will require. And then Mageta said we have two types of communication to determine. We have the communication among nodes, that would be a specific payload, and we're going to have the communication between a node and a client, and that's going to be a separate thing. My
Okay.
understanding is that the payload between a client and a node would be this or something.
Well,
Or
not only
something.
these, but
And then, well, I suggest, oh, let's just go and make a function called
you're gonna need
serialize.
something like what? Let me just give off the top of my head. What else we are gonna need? We're gonna need something like command that serializes an arbitrary thing for any of those commands out there. So fopen, fread, all of these things need to be serialized as well.
Yes.
Um, so that's a lot of stuff. We need a seek, we need a read, we need an open, uh, we need a write, we need a up. No, update doesn't matter.
I just noticed a thing though. What is this
Append,
notation, this syntax? Is this the name of the function?
yeah,
And what is this?
this is the parameter,
Oh, this
a
is
type parameter.
oh, this is a type. I didn't know you could do this like this. Okay.
It's how you do in well in I don't know how they do in come on okay in F sharp it's angle brackets right that you pass after There is
Well, that's
just
basically
info.
a for all or something to that effect.
That is a
Yeah,
that seems like a for all now that Magenta said that this is a type parameter.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that in F sharp it goes on the angle brackets after the name of the function, like TypeScript.
Okay, but if we're gonna make the things for like, oh, I'm gonna call it fopen, and this requires a file name. We're gonna have to enhance the descriptor. Is that am I understanding things correctly or not?
Uh, well, the descriptor will is the thing that tells you the hashes. That's it, and the name of the file, right? So it's the thing that you would seek on, and so on. So it's the thing to give knowledge to the client where it wants to modify data.
No, is this the thing that the client is sending to us, or us we are sending back to the client?
We're sending back to the client so
We're
they can
sending
make
back.
decisions for the things that they will modify on a file.
So this fopen, man, this payload is so misleading because this is a payload, but a payload on only one direction, which is nodes to clients. That's it. Everything else is like,
Not not really, because you have all you should in theory have the other way around as well. Like for example, the client then requests the file
something like
system to,
command.
like, let's suppose that it opened, okay? So it executed a command, it got the file descriptor, and then there's the data. Fine. The next thing you want now is to, let's say, read a specific hash, right? So you go there and then you read that specific hash.
I
Then
see.
you also need one for that. Like, but that's coming from the client and not the other way around. So,
I see.
well, this thing doesn't do anything by itself, right? It just needs the.
Okay, but let's now focus on the first way. So the client is asking stuff for us. Okay. What we should call this inside the payload structure? Command?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. And which
Pick a
things?
data type instead.
You
I don't
could
remember
call it
the
a
sim.
query, I guess.
Query is awesome. I like that.
Are they separate from commands though?
Dun, dun, dun.
Ah, we can discuss that part later. I was more thinking and of also having a data type like a some type of sorts
Letting
like
with
action.
my joke nemesis. Yeah, action also works, but it's basically just like open, read, write, like that kind of stuff goes there. That's what I say.
What is the convention in SML? Do we put the tags in capital
Well, it's not a convention. You must do it.
like this?
Yeah. Actually, people write all caps. To be honest, but I
What
find that kind
else?
of. Wait, I didn't mean that on when I said data type on the query. That's like when you do a record, it's just type, like on
No,
like
so
this.
I was not misunderstanding. This is a type. Yes,
Yes,
perfect.
what I meant on data type is making the option blah blah blah. But if you're gonna do this, you just do on the option, right? Open off blah blah blah, and then you put the payload of the open inside of it.
Wait, I didn't
It's easier
understand.
to
Could you
pattern
repeat that?
match. It's like this.
I'm still learning the syntax.
Uh,
Man,
well,
what the
it's not the
heck is that
syntax. It's
neural activation? What is this?
yeah, that's Marinho. Whenever somebody mentions this,
Basically, yeah.
Basically, fundamentally, yeah, I
what I
see.
mentioned is not the syntax problem. It's literally this here. Um, there.
Garbage.
Oh, you mean like what is the name? Products and co-products. I forgot. This.
Yes, the garbage there. Love it. By the way, a thing that people make a convention is on the names of the things of the discriminated union. You put our uppercase on everything, like
Mm.
open all caps.
What should we have in the read?
Can you put open all caps so we don't mistake with other things?
Oh, I heard only the first
Yeah,
letter,
it's
but
like
everything.
this.
This feels like C though. Are you sure?
No, but let's go with that for now.
Okay.
Uh, so, well, the types bytes doesn't exist, so it's word. It's a word
Uh,
list, right? Word eight.
word 8.
Actually, put word. No, no, sorry. It's word eight dot word.
Like
No,
this?
no, no, no. It's you mix the caps. It's that's capital. The second is
Yes.
lowercase. Yeah,
Okay. So yeah, this is the
Wow.
module. This is the module over date,
yeah. This is the module. That's the type.
and this is the type. Makes sense. What do we need for our read operation? Because we
I
only
don't know.
have these two right now.
Well,
We
we
don't.
need the apparently the parameters there, right? File name, quantity, and the offset.
So
That is option.
we're gonna have we're gonna have these things. Okay. So file name, string, quantity,
I love that it
int.
kept garbage there.
What? Which garbage?
The garbage word eight word list.
Oh, in the name. Sure. Hash option. I'm intrigued. Can we I don't know. Like these are three things separately, and this is this, but this is only like a discriminated union of action. So we should not put action in here. That would be allowing open and write stuff,
Yeah,
which is
like
not
man,
good.
this is just for us to serialize things back and forth and know where they should go at. Like which thing to invoke, basically.
It's a
Okay,
glorified S expression. Let's put it that way.
Well, yes, you can think it that way,
we,
or you can see it as event sourcing,
which
like the
one is the
command layer.
glorified S expression?
Well, the action, because you have the tag, which goes at the beginning, and then you have the arguments, which follow. In this case, we're doing labels instead of positional arguments, which is convenient for humans. But ultimately, this is data that represents a function that we want to call, so it's also code in some sense. That's why it's a glorified S expression.
I still don't see the parallel, but okay.
I just said two arguments for it. Well, we don't need the query then.
No, what else are we gonna have aside from the action in the
Oh, just
query?
this?
Okay.
We
So
So
just
we
now
do not.
receive a action.
we're gonna
Action.
So
serialize. What is the syntax? This
Forgot the space, by the way.
so no CQRS for us. Is that it?
I forgot the
Command and
space.
query. No segregation. I'm sorry.
And this will return a word 8 word list. And I guess we should also kind of
Uh,
make a fun deserialize.
As opposed to an
well,
unfun one.
I recommended you doing that way because you just do top level pattern matching, right? So you just do open and grab the garbage inside of it already, instead of doing a variable and then you do a case and all that conundrum.
Yeah, and this is gonna return an action. And well, I don't have undefined like in Haskell, so I guess I'm gonna put Unity for now.
Oh, you do have fail with, which is the same thing. It's undefined. It's just throwing
that's
exception.
that's true. It's fail with, I
No, no,
guess.
like literally raise fail.
Oh, raise fail.
Yeah, and then not
So
implemented, whatever.
not yet implemented. Okay, so I already. Oh, you were talking about pattern matching these already.
Yeah, so open and then you already grab the data.
So I don't remember the syntax. Well, of course I don't. But I know
It's
that you
just
did in Merkle.
yeah, I did on their
Merkle.
file.
Cool.
So pairwise, for example, it's just the name of the thing repeated with the pattern.
Okay. So then it's gonna be. Do I need to put parentheses or not?
If you're gonna, since we have two members, yes.
Okay. So open.
Open
And then
is
I'm
the
gonna
best case.
have. I already forgot the syntax again of a camel, but
You
there
can
was a
close
record thing that goes
file
file
name
name
equals file name.
equals. Uh,
Uh,
this is not.
I'm not sure if it does the same thing as in Ocomo that it picks the thing. already by the name. I
That
don't
would
think
be
it does
awesome.
that. I don't think. Oh, so maybe not. I don't think it does that.
That's the rule. If it's awesome, definitely, probably not.
Probably doesn't do that.
Wow.
Okay, so what is
That's a
the?
At this point, assume you don't have no sugar syntax whatsoever.
Okay, the compiler will tell us. But what is the serialization function for strings?
You need to use the.
Wait a moment.
I don't know. A good question. I don't know. I have on my SML. I have on my Postgres garbage, but I don't recall the
Wait a
name.
moment. Wait a
So
moment. Wait a moment.
at this
This
point, you
is
need LSP or docs.
action is coming from the client to us. We will return a descriptor to the client. We don't need to serialize this,
Oh yeah, we need to deserialize. Yes.
which is much more fun apparently.
Well, not sure about that.
This is a
uh,
glorified S expressions. If you can match parentheses, we are fine.
I don't think we can.
I mean, make a lobby at this point, man.
I don't think we can. I don't think we can. Oh, but I think it would be kind of useful to actually know the serialization though, because then we can like do use predicates
Oh,
in the
we can
serialization.
invent it now. Let's suppose that it will
The
be
first byte it will be which operation?
numbers. Let's suppose it would be one character. Oh, that's a bad. That's like Postgres levels.
Postgres
Uh,
levels.
Dude,
yeah,
just
man. They on their protocol for the TCP, they allow one character to identify, like literally 1 byte, to identify what the command is, and then I ask you, what happens when they run out of like 1 byte combinations, right? Which is a lot, but still, like it kind of gets very bad for a programmer to code stuff, right? If you just think that T doesn't do a transaction, it just does like I don't know a query. Like that's
What
kind of
happens when they went out of 1 byte stuff?
well, I suppose they didn't have that problem yet, but I mean it's a lot, right? It's still not. It's quite a lot still, but it's
Okay.
kind of bad for like somebody looking, right? It's just numbers, like it's garbage
Okay,
and
but
letters.
how are we gonna do this? So we need to
Uh,
grab the first something and then identify if it's an open, read, and write, and that will change how we read the rest of it. So what should we use?
yes. So we should use. I think 1 byte is fine, but we gotta have a table, a magic table that converts like okay, if we get like letter A, then it is like right,
So
something like
isn't
that.
that like op dict or
can't
something?
we can't we just use S expressions? They're human readable and everything.
Well, you can, yes. It's more bytes,
I
but
still don't
yeah,
understand what Marinho
whatever.
means by that though.
Literally open close parentheses and we do a tiny parser.
Oh, like quite literally as expressions then.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
you literally send open file name and then there's the first argument and that's it. Like it
Okay,
would be something like this.
should we do that though?
Open file name. Then the second would be read
It feels
file
like
name.
cheating.
Oh, it is fine. I don't see a problem with it.
I see one. The the 2024 pragmatic guy in me is telling me I'm gonna waste a shit ton of bytes for useless stuff.
Who cares, man?
We should. We are making the server.
And if you want something optimized, we should do something like another format to begin with, not even using this crap. Should be using like I don't know Perl and doing our own Perl engine for SML, which I sorry will not do.
Okay. So what should I start reading here?
Uh, well, let's go with the S expressions. I think it's easy. Um, let's avoid creating an HTTP 2.0.
But we're
that
gonna have
would
to
be
make a
bad.
parser, man.
Well, we would need a parser anyways. Even if you did a binary format, you'd just be parsing bytes instead of text.
Okay, shouldn't we just do like and then do
It's
word
much more
8
painful than just parsing text.
content, and then there should be a function that converts bytes to strings.
Let me think here. Can we write this parser and this sending garbage to another language that is easier to
Depends
handle
on the
bytes?
FFI support.
We can write in C, but that's kind of painful.
We can write in Zig.
We can, yes. Well, I'm fine with writing in like C or blah blah blah. The problem is the FFI, because it will depend on the compiler we're using. So it will depend on Poly's humor today.
Humor.
It will
That's awesome.
depend on the yeah, it will depend on the weather and the temperature and the phase of the moon
Yes.
and the day of the week.
Uh,
Ah,
oh man, in C it would be trivial to do this. It literally just bind structs.
Doesn't all Melton and Poly have CFFI?
They all do, but they all implement differently. That's why it sucks because it's not on the standard, right? It's just based on each implementation.
Um,
Well, we can try doing a simple poly garbage to integrate with it.
no, we can. That's for sure.
But how would it look like in C? In C, we can just pattern match without S expressions, I suppose.
well, there's no
Oh wait,
pattern
we
matching.
can
It's a
we
bunch
can
of ifs.
produce S expressions from C. That would make it easier for SML.
I don't. Wait, could you repeat?
Like we can still transport over the network just some tiny bytes, as so long as we send the not the bytes to SML because it's really gonna be painful to handle bytes there. So yeah, believe me, it will.
I believe you.
So
I definitely believe you.
ah, what
uh,
about Lua?
oh right, the Lua is embedded garbage. But how would we work? How would FFI work with Lua? It wouldn't, right? It
We
would
need a toy
just be
example of FFI, bros.
Lua has a C interface and it's well defined actually.
hmm.
So as
Like,
long as we can FFI with C, we can do it with Lua. It
We could
just
write in like some scheme that does C as well, right? That compiles to C, like chess, I think.
oh, there are a few options for if you were willing to go with Scheme. There's Chibi, which is also embedded. There's
We
Guile.
well, we could send just scheme, right?
it's getting more cursed.
Oh, no, we're talking about how to decode the S expressions. Like, hmm.
Uh, well,
The
the
reason why
coding we'll
I
have to do on SML anyway, right?
yeah, the reason I brought up Lua is because of LPEG.
Mm. The coding doesn't need to be on in SML, Mageta, because we could just do this. Done.
Well, it still needs to produce a SML expression, right?
No, we would have to like do a let on the return of this and then compose the action, blah blah blah. But
Which is
we
the
would
next
skip handling this guy.
the bytes, yes.
Yeah, which is the most painful part. Agree?
Yes, but I'm thinking if like do just going for another language will actually improve our situation. I don't think
I'm
like
up
the
to
benefit
whatever you
seems
guys
too
decide.
marginal to make a difference.
What do you think, Marinho?
Uh, I mean, it sounds like we're just trying to trade one kind of pain for another. That's a bad idea to begin
Yes.
with.
I
I mean, not
disagree.
a
Unfortunately.
bad
If the
idea, it's a
FFI
bad
is
position.
seamless, it's not that much more. It's not that the same amount of pain. But I'm very not feeling confident about the FFI given Mageta's comments.
Uh,
If the
mm,
FFI sucks and we do not even have C axis, let's just do it all in here then.
why? I wonder how hard it would be to implement a PEG parsing library in
Oh
ML.
man, here it comes. was waiting for this.
Because like LPEG is like 2,000 lines of C or something like that.
It would probably be way less here.
Really?
Well, if it's 2000 lines in C, most of them are just like if
I'm
statements.
gonna ask a question. So, Marinho, is it 2,000 lines with no external libraries, even
Yet
header
another
only
metric.
libraries?
Oh man, we need a metric for that.
Um, I'm I'm not sure. I think that's actually the total size of the library. Like, I'm pretty sure it probably uses like the libc, but
No, so
that's just that's just standard C stuff.
oh
But
yeah,
given that it's C, there's probably not much parsing code in the standard library. So yeah,
just copy paste the Okama one. No, if you guys are up for the task, like make a peg parsing just to be able to parse our custom protocol between nodes and clients, that's fine. But like, I really feel we don't need all of that to get up and going because, for instance, the open is just one byte and everything else is the file name. I think that's enough for us to test if it works.
but then how do you know how long the file name is?
Yes.
You don't need to
Wait, why?
because you just consider the first byte the tag, and and if it's open, everything else is going to be the file name.
Well, but then how do you handle lists, for example,
No,
like
you
content?
don't. That's what I'm proposing. You just make this one work just to see if the proof of concept works. Because we have yet to make the client code.
I mean, that's not a problem, right? We can add separators, like for that. That's not really a
No, no, no.
big
But
issue.
at the point that you're adding separators, we are investing too much. Like it.
On a prototype, yes, but
I'm just proposing to just do the open because it's just easy, man. It's just one byte, do the
just
tag
instead,
separation, everything else is the file name, done. And then later on, when we do the read and write, then we're gonna have to discuss peg parsing, just send scheme over the network, which is like what? Marinho?
Uh, well, I guess if it's just the open thing, just to get something going, I suppose we could try like doing the thing you suggested, but I do think this will not scale very well.
No, but I'm not denying that part.
I'm back. What is the discussion now?
I'm not denying. Marinho is saying that oh, if we do just the just for the open, it's gonna be fine. But I don't think that strategy is gonna scale very well for the read and the write, and I'm just agreeing with him. I'm agreeing. The
Wait,
pro-
if we do one thing at what?
well, I'm proposing us to do the
Mhm.
Grug way for the open only, only for the open, because it's literally pick the first, do a pattern match, grab the remaining, done. And
Again, what's the counter argument
the
of
counter argument is
doing?
that that strategy is not gonna scale up very well for these other two. And then I'm agreeing
Um,
on that. I'm agreeing on that. But I would say that because we don't even have the code to run a client prototype, like we're gonna have to make one. This doing peg parsing or scheme parsing as expression nonsense is gonna take a bunch of time that we don't even have a client yet.
right, I agree. You should just do something simple. Let's for now. Let's do this then. Let's just do the most grug thing possible, which is just hard coding the positions and then just splitting bytes. Let's just do that.
To me, it's just like first, and then you pick tag, you pattern match on the tag.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do that.
I don't know if this
So,
exists. I need Maget to you
well,
Maget
no,
to
it
do this.
doesn't.
Okay.
The first. So here's the thing. Uh, okay, here comes the pain. Right, you should do this separation and conversion from a string.
No,
So you
wait,
just
wait, 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 wait. I'm stupid. This is a list. This is not a word eight, whatever.
yes, this is one byte. So you just pick the first, so list head, and you pray that it does exist. HD, only HD, by the way.
Okay. Yes.
List hard drive.
And then what is the? I don't remember. Don't
It's
remember.
actually case. Yeah,
Case tag
Haskell. It's the same
off.
thing.
Uh, and then in here, can I pattern match bytes?
You don't have a thing on the first, by the way.
You don't have a thing on the first.
You don't have the bar on the first. You
Oh,
just
this
put
is
like
why you use
A.
off or something, right?
Yeah, that's why I do this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just put like A, like a string, or a character in this case, right? Because they're gonna convert to a character, I suppose.
Okay, so let's put O for open.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do something about it, right? And then everything else, we're gonna do
Just do a print for
raise,
now.
fail, only open
Um,
is
yeah,
implemented.
by the way, I just checked. LPEG only depends on the C standard library.
That's beautiful.
Nathan is asking if it's not this, Nathan.
Yeah, I said characters, and yes, you would. But in this case, we don't care, so we can put a string because if we can do the parsing generic. That's what I mean.
Okay.
And by the way, the off you can put without the space.
The off I can do without the space.
Yeah,
You mean
and
this?
I preferably put the in on the next line, and then the case in yeah, there, and then align the off with the case. No, I mean align, like like that.
Like this?
Yeah, that's better.
Question. Does this exist?
It's just I don't
TL?
know if it's tail or TL. It's TL, I think.
Okay. And now I need to convert a list of words to a string. How can I do that?
Dude,
Uh,
what does
there
ML
is a
have against
bytes.
vowels?
What does ML has against vowels?
What do you mean?
Yeah, like head, no vowels, tail,
Oh,
no
but
vowels. Like, wow.
I don't
That's
know.
funny.
It's made by Germans. I don't know.
That's funny.
Uh, although German I think has a lot of vowels, but well, compared to Portuguese, certainly
So
not.
word 8 and then something to convert.
No, I think it's bytes. Bytes has one. Let me see the standard library. Bytes. Oh, I did this. Look at the communication thingy. Bytes to string. Yeah, there. Byte dot bytes to string.
But bytes to
Oh,
string receives a list
uh,
of
all
bytes.
right. You need to. Okay, so here's the problem. You need to convert the list of bytes from. I don't remember what this bytes takes. That's a problem.
Well, we can ask the compiler to tell us.
Well, yes, but it would be better if you had the LSP, right? But let's just see.
And this
And
is probably not
there's no.
correct.
Yeah, there's no this.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
there's
now you forgot
probably I
the.
removed one extra.
Yeah. You.
Let's see what the compiler tells me.
Hide it.
Bookkeeper expected but found line 12.
So there's a
So this is not
parsing problem.
the syntax.
Oh, yes, it's assignment.
Next one. Line 13, end of match but expected but do I need to put this?
No.
No. Comma?
No. Oh, end.
Oh.
No, remove this. No, no, like after the let requires an end. Yeah.
What the heck happened though?
Yeah, I hate this mode. It's stupid.
Cool. It is still complaining about the same thing. Are you sure between the matches you don't have anything?
Well, no.
Okay.
I mean, search for a case in the
I think
code,
we're
but I
missing
don't remember.
this, bro.
Oh, yes, you are indeed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now we have type errors.
Mm,
Cool.
okay, what's
So
this?
line 7, structure hash has not been declared.
Oh,
Hash
huh?
has not been declared. Are you talking about this hash?
Oh, right. It's just a hash. Like, that's why the parameter, right? Oh,
Uh,
but,
but then we're
what?
gonna have to introduce it in here,
Yeah,
no?
this thing needs to be then a functor. No, but yeah. That's when things start to get pesky.
Pesky, that's the term
Oh
chosen.
well, you need to pass that over, right? So,
Wait, what?
like on the deserialize, now you need to put a hash
Oh
there,
yeah,
or
that's
on
true.
the yeah. No,
No, no,
wait,
not
wait,
here,
wait a sec,
actually.
wait. Stop for a second. Think of this. You either put it on the action or on the deserialize, and then you conform the implementation of the function on the serialize with the action. Since it's just gonna be damn bytes, I don't think we care. So just put strings there. I will never have these problems in Ruby. Indeed, you would have other problems in Ruby.
So you're saying to put strings in here.
Yeah, just put string here. Well, you need to change the other thing too, right? But I
12.
think
It's. Wait. Repeat? Change where?
wait, I misread. I felt you were that was on the create descriptor. That's not it.
Yeah, no. It's
What
saying
is it complaining?
type error in function application. Function bytes to string receives a vector.
Yes, so that's what I was talking about. We need to convert it to a vector, word
Uh,
8 vector. So look at the communication. I have garbage, I think.
I think you never used lists, though. And that's not all what we want. Communication.
Yeah, thank you, Treemax. There, word. Okay, so uh, go to this link here and let's discover live.
Let's discover. Can't we just not just swap the list with a vector? Like, is it really a sin to do that?
No, you can't.
I can't, you said.
You can't. The function expects that thing composed. It's not a list.
No,
Just
no, no,
open
no,
this
no, no.
garbage.
But you didn't understand my question. This is expecting a vector of word 8s, right? To
Right.
make it into a string. And we are passing it a list. If
Yes.
we have vector.tl, we can swap this with
It's a
this.
word 8 vector. It's not any vector.
Oh, it's a word 8 vector dot vector.
Yes.
I
It's
see.
a vector of the module word 8. So it's a vector that has, like a vector is parametric, right? You're going to take something, just like list is.
Mm-hmm.
But the vector is implemented inside the other modules because you have, well, they're, for convenience, it's already just coded to hold this type, which is a word 8.
Yes.
So it has a specific
Oh,
machinery
I
for
found
the
it.
word 8
Thanks,
vector.
previous Magetta.
Hmm.
There. It's looking pretty bad, but we can refactor this later.
Yeah, yes, I remember I had the garbage done for this. But yes, Nathan is right. It's ML list sickness we're having.
Next one.
Oh well, go back there, Linus. You can remove the other thingy. This. Oh no, you're right. The bytes to string is correct. Never
Yeah.
mind.
So clauses in case have different types.
Uh oh.
This is missing arrays.
Indeed.
Next one, can't unify string with word 8 word in line 11. Interesting.
In 911, can't do what?
Can't unify string with a word 8. So I don't think we can pattern match the tag like this. We need to do something else.
What is the tag?
The tag
Is
is
it a
the
string?
first one from the
Oh,
content.
it's a word 8. You need to convert it. So byte to string again.
Um, I don't know.
It's just one element, so
No, no, no. I
uh,
understand that. But there's somewhere we defined these ones, these
oh yeah, you
guys.
can use this.
So where should I put these?
Uh, Probably nowhere, to be honest. But
What do you mean?
we should make a utilities or something. Then we have to import it on open on everything.
Sure. Just because
Yeah.
Nathan loves it. And how do I
Well,
import the shit? Not,
I
that's
mean,
not
we
what I
should
want.
have a module right for this.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna be structure, utilities,
Oh, I hate this.
struct, and and then everything in here.
This is absolutely evil.
What?
This is absolutely evil.
What is absolutely evil?
Oh, doing a utilities structure module like that's evil. Uh, edit on the build SML on top of
uh,
everything, right?
on top of everything. Wait, are
This
you saying
file
you
is
should
gonna
not
be
do it?
bloated. Well, not this way, but I don't know how to do it properly now.
How do you share common functionality? You
There is
have
auto open functionality, but I don't recall how it is, and I don't want to look at it now. So let's just go with this. So
sure. So how do I import
yeah,
stuff
well, you just open inside this
inside
like
this
structure.
function
No, not inside the function, inside the module
inside the module? So here, open
utilities.
utilities, and then I will be able to do this guy. That's not what I want. Man,
Emacs.
Emacs.
It's not even Emacs fault, right? It's just the garbage mode they made.
Okay. So how do I convert from a word?
You're gonna need to do from list word 8 vector dot from list, and
Wait,
then you just
you
put
said from
head and
list
then wrap it on the
twice. I
list
got
again.
confused.
You do word 8 vector dot from list, and then parentheses, wrap it. Oh well, you don't need actually. Just swap the inner parentheses by another list. No, the inner
Oh, the inner.
parentheses.
Sorry. Wait a moment.
Because it needs a list, right? But you just want one
That
element.
must be a joke.
Well, c'est la vie. You
But
can
hey,
slice as well,
do you
but make
see
it.
the curse in this?
Well, read the comment Nathan sent here.
ML list C.
That says it all.
But dude, you guys don't have word 8 dot something?
Uh, well, you need to convert it to a. Well, oh, by the way, you should wrap all of this again in parentheses. Convert it to a byte, bytes to string.
You're saying to
Beat.
do bytes to string.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's terrifying, bros.
It can get
Uh,
much worse. Just trust me.
I know what is going on.
What did it do? Oh, what? Nix doesn't get it.
Nick's
Oh, it
doing its
built.
Nick's thing.
Okay.
Okay, so now it comes the question. We know how to deserialize and open, right? So now we need
We
to
hope
make a
so.
client. So let's make that. Uh, do we do it in here, client.sml?
Mm, well, we don't really, right? Because we should read and stop when.
What do you mean?
Like, we're gonna spawn the thing, and we're gonna read how many characters, we don't know.
No, we do. We're gonna read. Oh, it
Well,
doesn't
the
have
file name can
our.
be big, right?
Yeah, no, this doesn't have read until the end.
Yeah, so we need to read until we see a separator, right? Like a. Um,
Well, we could do what Nathan said with the size, add the size to the payload, you know?
no, we can do this.
Do what?
No terminator.
Just assume it fits in a buffer. Chad. Chad. Okay.
Omacall will have it. Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna make a function like receive until or something like that?
Yes.
Okay. Fun. So what is the convention? I always forget. Is it this?
I use it with a camel case,
If
which is
they
not to say that I'm supporting Ocamo here.
if they judge us, it's all Mageta's fault. Martin, are you there?
am.
Uh,
It's funny because Ocamo actually uses in a lot of places snake case, right? It doesn't use camel case.
yeah.
Snake case for the win. That's about the only good thing in Python is the fact that it uses snake case.
I'm not sure about that. I prefer the kebab case from
No,
Lisp.
no, kebab case is better, but in the absence of that, snake case is perfectly fine.
Uh,
So you just loop over.
we're gonna have to have like an internal function, no?
No, you just call itself.
But how I'm gonna accumulate this stuff? Are we gonna do not
Well,
tail call?
it passes a parameter. You start is empty, and then you go accumulating.
So I do need some internal stuff in here.
I don't.
What? I don't
You
understand.
just curry the parameter again.
I'm gonna do as you say, Mageta, but I don't understand. So we need an initial amount here. What's gonna be that?
One.
One? Sure.
You don't know when it's gonna end, right? So you need to go one by one.
So then I'm gonna
Uh,
pattern match in the.
hmm.
That's not how you do that. Then I'm gonna pattern match on the message.
Yes,
Cool.
which is a byte. So you need to convert it to a string.
The same nonsensical this as before.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it?
Jeez,
I
man.
mean, there's a better way to do it, man. I remember doing this. Wait a second. Let me look at the code I sent again from my garbage. Because I do that. Let me just see. Drivers, Postgres. And this code was hellish to do. Just about the byte shifting just gives me nightmare.
So case
Okay,
off.
so here's what I do. I just do message type. Where is message type? So, oh man, look at this.
What?
What the heck, Lemus? I'm just doing message val message type equals socket receive vec. Oh, this already gives you a vector. You are lucky, Lemus.
Okay, so then
Yeah,
just
you're
bind to
lucky.
string.
Yeah, so just bytes to string. Yeah.
Oh, that looks a bit better. So then I'm gonna pattern match on if it's this.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
well. Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's
How
I
are we
don't know
gonna?
if that will. Yeah, I don't know if that will understand as a single guy. Well, try as a string normally.
Okay.
I think the null terminator will be understood. Let's hope.
Let's hope.
We can at least
Uh,
one.
let's actually do the other case. So other, and then I need you to get. I remember to put this thing, other. My understanding is that we're gonna do other and then cons, receive
You're
until
gonna
again.
do right. Receive well. Receive until first delimiter, and then you pass again the delimiter,
But we need to
and then
accumulate the
last
other.
parameter, which is the last parameter.
The last parameter. I'm confused. What do you mean?
Like you add a fake parameter there, like sock, and then you pass the garbage. No, no, like this is the thing you're gonna accumulate on.
Oh, this is the thing I'm gonna
Like
accumulate
ACC, I
on.
don't know, just put ACC and then ACC on the receive until.
You can't do it like that. It needs to go here.
Right. You need to swap the order. and then you do ACC, and then you append
Cons.
the other.
Yeah.
But it's a string, so you gotta append strings. So it's the
Is it plus plus?
circumflex.
So circumflex. This.
But
Isn't
in yeah,
wouldn't this go like reverse? Isn't this
no, it's
no.
going in order.
Okay, that's correct. And if this is it, what we're gonna do? Return ACC?
Which is, by the way, just the limiter. It's not really that thing, right?
Which thing?
Well, the delimiter, it's the case, not the slash zero.
Oh,
That's the
that's
variable.
correct. That's correct. That's our case.
Yeah, but you need to pick. ah, Here's the
I need
pain, man.
wards, right?
Yeah, you don't have it. So you need to.
Oh,
You actually need to do an if instead of a case. So if
gee.
message equals delimiter,
If delimiter equals
that's what I'm
equals.
saying, man. At this point, it's just one equal. At this point, just assume you have no, uh, no,
Do I have then? I do have then.
yes, you do.
So in that case, I just do ACC. Do we add the delimiter
No, I think you just return ACC.
and then else we're gonna do this thing
Yeah,
there.
and then but you don't have other, right? It's just message.
Yeah, message.
Okay, now give it a shot.
Okay, here's the. But we still need to make a client, no? Or am I going nuts?
You do, but let's just test to see if this works.
The receive until you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, that's easy to test. We just go here, and instead of saying receive this, we're gonna say until this.
Uh, pass a string instead, because that's a character.
Until we receive this guy. And we need to pass the initial accumulator. That's why I wanted to make it in inner function. Because then we can just do the same trick that we always do. So we make like a let fun go, which is gonna be, I don't know, something something, but it then adds this, and then we can remove it. You see?
Uh, well, you can do that as well.
How do I? Is this how you define it in like inner function
Yeah,
inside? Okay.
yeah.
So next question, I need to receive the ACC. Yes.
I'll like loop, whatever.
Loop is good. Loop. Then I do this. Then I do that, that, and that. But instead of saying this, I'm gonna say this. And instead of saying that, I'm gonna say this. What do you think?
Yeah,
And I need to do another in.
yeah, because you need to call it now.
Loop that.
No, it's a empty string, right?
Empty string. Is that it?
End. You forgot the end. Of both ends, by the way. You forgot another after the else. No.
Another
After
after the
the else.
else.
And just one in the
Aha!
end.
Wait, no.
Remove this.
Now this
Remove
is
this. Done.
okay. Now it looks correct. And now we don't need to change in here.
Yeah.
Cool. So now I just do build, and it doesn't work. And here is expected expression expected but end was found in communication line 5. Communication line
Communication line
5.
5. You mean the communication on the main or
The in the test no in the source actually. So
the
this one.
source? So line 5. What did we mess up?
So line
Wait, line
5 is
5?
yeah, it's saying that it's wrong in here. Oh, it is
What?
the unit thing that I told you.
No, man. Oh, I know. Remove the semicolon.
Okay. So now line 13. 13 is the thing that we touched? Yes. So type of function does not match type of recursive application. Oh, that makes
Uh,
sense actually. We need the socket in here. So we just need to remove that guy.
all right. Yeah.
Next. So type area in function
Um,
application. So spawn asks us to
to pass an active socket. So then
And
the other
returns
function.
unit, and the argument, which is this, has this other type apparently.
There is a function leaking some curry garbage.
There is that. That's for sure.
And that's why people don't do curry in SML very often. Uh, okay, we gotta find where's the curry.
The heck, Marinho? What you're saying, man?
Screw my life.
The heck?
Uh, what? That seems correct to me.
That
But
also
what
seems correct to me.
about you're sending that to the handler? It does have a delimiter. We're just shadowing. Yeah, we're hiding the loop function.
Yes.
And everything seems correct to me.
Yeah. I also don't understand what's the
Where?
problem.
Which line is it complaining?
Line third
3 of the tests.
3 of the
So it's
tests.
our
So it's this one.
interface. Okay, so the spawn needs to be receiving a active inet blah 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 socket.
Oh, this doesn't return a unit though.
Oh, indeed, that's true. I just printed
Hmm.
them.
Sure. Uh, so print this.
Mm-hmm.
The error changed to conversion exception. Invalid string constant raised while converting /0 to string.
Huh?
Yeah, so I don't think it understood /0
But
as
it
a
did it.
character.
But it didn't understand that as in the string. So what about single quotes?
Yeah, so I'm not sure that is the notation of a character in SML, to
It
be
got
honest.
worse.
Uh, there is a char. There is a char to string, I think. There's the char module. I don't remember what was the thing.
Well, let's search for it then.
Let me see.
Char module SML.
Defeated by
Nobody's
strings.
defeated aside from you and Marinho, Nathan. I'm still here. My gate is still here.
Uh,
There is a toString, but I want a from
Wait,
string.
they have an SHR function that picks the ask number and returns the char. What is the?
Oh, it's // Lemus.
But
Yeah.
like this?
Wait, I'm reading here. Let me read. Returns a printable blah. Okay, that's escape. Wait. Printable characters except for. Oh, okay, you put a hashtag in the front.
To make it a char?
Yes, it's like a normal strings with quotes, but you put a hashtag in the front.
That's kind of cursed.
Well,
Actually, that reminds me of racket syntax for byte strings.
Okay, now the type is wrong.
mm,
Because you see, the function that
oh
we
right,
made is expecting
it's
a
a
string,
char.
but now it's a
Yes,
char. In
yeah, the
fact,
delimiter is a char. It is a fact. So you need to convert the string to a char. So char
uh,
on the message on the equality, put a char to string.
in the message in the equality, put a
Yeah,
char to string.
char dot from string.
Oh, from. Oh, this only works on strings. Can't we use
Oh right.
const?
Uh, let me see. Well, I mean, I suppose if you can't concat, it makes sense, right? You can't concat 2 characters; it would be a string.
That makes sense.
Uh, so we either convert everything to characters. I mean, it's easier. Convert the delimiter to a character. Sorry, to a string. That's easier.
That's easier.
Instead of doing the other way around.
So then we're gonna do char to string.
Yeah, there is a char to string.
Will this work, or do I have to put
Mhm.
parentheses?
Yep. No, that's fine.
Okay.
Can't you put that in a let before the loop, so we don't do it on each iteration?
Well, you can, yes.
I definitely can
That's
do that.
maybe a good idea. But
Let
it still broke.
vol as the
Oh, no,
delete.
no, you don't need the let again, just vol before.
I thought we would remove the second let.
No. Oh, yes, you can.
I prefer that. So then we're gonna do boom, 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 that, that,
Just use
that.
shadowing, please. No, no, you don't let the in. You don't put the in.
I hate that you asked me to do it, but I did
I know you felt pain.
it. Conversion exception
Uh,
invalid character constant raised while converting this to char. Who is
char.
converting what to char?
Well, line 13 is certainly well, converting to char.
Yeah, it's
That's
saying converting this to char.
huh.
Communication 3, so it's this line here. Do I need to put like types?
Oh, try typing yes. That would be a
Char.
good idea.
And this
Char.
guy is a socket.
Oh, it's actually char
Active.
like module dot char. I think. Not sure if that's a primitive.
Char. And also copy this guy. Put it in here. Boom. Do you need typing help, friend? No.
Let's read. Conversion exception. Invalid
Invalid character
character
constant.
constant raised while converting /0 to character found near blah blah blah.
Yeah.
On the test.
Yeah, here, the caller. It's complaining here. For some reason that I still don't understand.
That's
Maybe try
weird. Like,
writing.
go on,
I was going to suggest doing like the.
well, that
Oh
works, I suppose.
wow.
But it's still
Well,
now
it
it's but
changed.
now it yeah, but now it's not a character zero, right?
Oh, it's
It's not a
safe
character
though.
null.
Okay, at least
Oh, that's cursed. But here's the thing, like that thing will not work like this share from string because that's not a character anymore. It says slash and a zero. You see,
Oh, but we
it's
can't
not the
escape it.
/0 character. So that's why the hashtag.
That's why the hashtag. Are you sure hashtag means that it is a character?
Yes, absolutely. I just read the docs.
I don't know if I believe the talks.
Uh,
No idea if we believe the docs or not.
well,
But now
let me
what?
read
We
the.
can't have chars because lols.
I mean, strings they're hell in this. Well, lots of things are actually. But,
Like what the heck, bros? Okay, so here's the Stack Overflow. I need to convert an int to its equivalent char using char blah blah blah. But
oh,
why does
there's a str function.
and what does it do
Well, it converts a char to a string.
instead of doing like this?
Instead of doing char to string, yeah, just str.
I don't think that's gonna fix it, but
Yeah, maybe not, but
no.
why is that thing breaking, man? Like, it's a character, certainly. Like, it can't be inference. Unless the char.char is not the same thing as the thing you put in there. Can you test on a REPL? Open a REPL on Poly.
One moment. The SML system presumably uses its own char to string function to print values. Oh, so this is just for print representation. Okay, I'm back. What do you want?
Do type polyml.
Ah,
Poly? Oh,
no,
yes, you're not.
I don't think that's the problem.
Yeah,
No, actually,
Poly.
maybe it was. Oh yeah.
So type the character 0/0, the thing. Hashtag, string. No, no.
Ah,
Yeah,
I
you
did
need
our
the.
rep.
Yes,
I did our
first.
rep.
Can we cheat? I have an idea to cheat.
Just a sec, Marinha. I just want to confirm this. Semicolon, semicolon. Enter.
Oh, this is broken.
It
The
is.
dogs are wrong.
Can you assign this to a
Vamos.
variable? Like val x equals this.
Yes, Marinho.
Uh, try
Just
seeing
thinking.
if this works.
Min
You want
char.
me to do it in where?
Oh man, that's absolutely cursed. But I think I know what you. Yes, that makes sense if it is what I.
It's not a
It's a
function, it's just a
variable. It's a
constant.
it's
It's
a
a
value. Yeah, it's a constant. No,
It's
it's
a
not a function. It's a
it's
constant
a
length.
constant.
Yeah, so it's the
yes.
minimum, right? That there is.
Uh,
Maybe they did it for a reason.
Maybe they are insane.
Man, I remember I did this without all this conundrum. I don't know how.
What the fuck
Oh,
is
it's
that?
zero, Nata. It's all ASCII, right? Wait, rebar?
Oh
What the
no,
heck?
this is the wrong project. Wait. Uh, Canteen. I was inside an X developed twice. That's kind of cursed.
Inception.
Just viewed.
Yeah, so that's it.
What in the balls, bros? Okay, can't we just use the function to convert a number to the ASCII correspondent in the table crap? There's a function that does that. What is this dash zero, please?
Zero.
Cool. It worked. Now what?
And I find it interesting how Commander really takes it religious, like
Oh,
the least debate.
uh,
We're not even debating, but anyway.
scratch. So this is still there, so I should be
We
able to do
don't
that.
know.
Nope. Didn't work, bros.
Uh,
Do I need to redo these? Maybe? No, that's okay. Nope. It's not doing stuff. What is wrong? Hello? Nageta Marin?
I
Um,
don't know. Well, is it running? Like
Wow, yes, it is. Look.
it is. Seven. Okay, 7778.
Yeah.
Uh,
And what we are running is 778, localhost.
right.
And you're trying to send hi
Send.
there.
And when you do, it just does new
Does
and.
nothing actually. We should add a print though. Let's
Oh
go there.
wait, there's no slash zero in the end. Is that how? How does that work in Emacs? Like
You're
well, try
asking me?
try. Yes, let's see.
That's not the correct thing. That's also not the correct thing. I think it's just broken. Let's go it again. Now I do this. Hi there!
Okay, so yeah, it was just the.
Okay, so we made this is so sad though. We
We
don't have
made a crappy
representation.
parser. Oh, we might have, but.
We
Uh,
don't have showers, bros. What a
oh,
joke.
I think I know. I think I know.
Okay,
Try. Oh man, try this here. I think I know the problem.
there's many levels of big A to discover it.
This. Oh, Discord.
Yeah,
Wait
but
a
that's
sec.
what we did.
No, Discord fucked up. This.
Ah, that, that, that. Let's see if it compiles.
Because that thing has a slash.
Nope.
So I don't know. Yes.
Nobody knows.
Uh,
Nobody
just
knows.
go with that and not
Okay,
be
what if
happy.
we put whatever here? Is it just gonna compile?
Oh, it's gonna match any
It will
garbage, but
compile. It will compile.
Well, but you just need to send a 3 and then it fucks up everything.
Well,
Yeah.
at least it
And
doesn't
what's the
break
null
when we have a new
terminator, man?
line.
What?
Null terminator.
Wait, repeat, Marinho.
At least it doesn't break when it's a new line. It breaks when it's a tree.
Man, wait a second. I have it here. Null terminator.
From string.
Of course, I just ignore it because who's sending me the thing is Postgres, so I never handled the character. How amazing.
Wait, what? Is digit?
Yes, I don't know, man. How is the representation of the null character? Is that? Oh man, is that the reverse slash? And I'm crazy.
They don't have it. I'm reading the docs.
They don't
The
have it.
allowable escape sequences are given below. They don't have a slash zero in here.
So that's it. So it's just me.
Jesus. Okay, but apparently we can use another weird sequence, which is
Well,
the slash
actually,
R.
no, 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 wait. Actually, that would just be the character 0. No,
I have no idea.
Yeah,
that's the same
you
thing.
could
What do you mean?
I
It's the
mean,
same
you can
thing.
use the R. I think that's better. That's a better choice.
you could use \000. It should work probably.
No, if you do slash 000, this is the character whose encoding is the number 000, where the three zeros consist of one of the three octal digits. Oh no, so this is a placeholder. You can do slash 3 digits, and it will do it in octal.
Yeah, no, I forget about it.
But it's just zero. Like, oh, you can do \u and then have the Unicode like X code.
It worked using the slash r, and yes, yes, let's go with the slash r, friends. Dios mío. Okay, so now we need to have a function in a client, which is send stuff, send info, and then we're gonna instantiate. We're gonna spawn a process from the communication.sml in there, and we're gonna do the receive until, and both will be SML. Is that what we want?
Mm,
I get it.
Sorry, what?
It worked using the slash r as the delimiter.
Okay. So
Uh,
now we just plug that to the deserialize, and then you call whatever right from there.
we plug that into the deserialize.
Like from that function, like the handler, you're gonna read the thing, and then you call the deserialize that does some action, right?
Oh, okay.
We
Uh,
just gotta think about the unit return now. I Should we return anything to the user immediately? What happens?
I have no idea.
Yes, I have no ideas as well.
Okay, but let's try to make the minimum example, which is that we instantiate a process that will receive stuff, deserialize it, and create an action, which is what we care. Uh, so where should we make that? Where should we make that happen? In here?
mm,
Hmm. Actually, it doesn't need to be in here. We can actually make it in the communication.sml thing. Because what is the return of the spawn? Do you know, Mageta?
return a spawn.
Let's see.
Hello, Mageta?
What is it? What?
I want to use this communication.sml test file. We're gonna spawn a process, but how
Hmm.
do we retrieve the data that was read from the handler? I think we need to mutate crap, man. Like we need to do
Wait,
something
no,
like
we don't. You don't need
vol
to mutate.
buffer and then half whatever.
Oh, wait. Wait, what do you mean mute? Wait, explain from the beginning. I wasn't paying attention, man.
I
What is
want
it?
to run this thing, right? And I'm in here. I'm gonna do the following. I'm gonna make O, then cars slash R,
Hmm.
um, and then I will read this here in the SML part.
Hmm.
I will call the serialize on top of that. So ideally we would have, I don't know, maybe um, print, I don't know, this serialize buffer, assuming that I think the way that you made it, having it mutable is going to be the best way.
Gonna be easier, yes.
Yeah.
But you have to try to handle concurrency now because you have this memory region changing.
And only one process will be looking at it for now, so it's fine.
I still think it's easier to make that other thing spawn a thread, and that thread handles everything from it. But for now, let's just go with this garbage and do serially.
Yeah, but how do I do mutable stuff in SML?
Like this, ref.
Yeah, but I need to put the initial value there?
You can put like none.
None. This?
No, like all caps. That's
Oh.
like the nothing in Haskell.
Do we want that? Because I believe we want actually this.
What do you want in there? Strings?
Yes.
Don't you want the thing formatted already?
No.
Oh, that's a buffer. Right.
Yes.
Okay, so just string, yeah.
Okay. So string in there, then we pass there, and then we call it in here. So buffer. And instead of printing to the buffer, we're
You're
gonna
right.
do, I don't know, I don't know the syntax.
Buffer, and then dot. Sorry, not dot. It's a colon
Colon
equal
equal.
like this.
And then this will return a unit now, exactly as the accept
Yes.
function is expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we go back. Uh, this is gonna fail because it doesn't have automatic printing for 80 types, I believe. Am I correct?
You
It
need
will,
to do polyml make string.
so then it will print this.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I can just
No,
polyml.
it will not print, right? It will convert to a string and then you print the
Sure.
string. I think the string is not caps. I might be mistaken, but
The compiler
like
will
it's
tell me.
all. I think it's all lowercase because I made the mistake multiple times already.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Type errors. Fun. So receive until it receives a char, a string ref.
Oh, right. You need to, well, you need to actually print the buffer, right? You're not doing that.
Print the buffer.
Yeah, this serial. Oh, this serial. You need to pass you're passing a reference. So put the
Oh yeah, that's wrong.
exclamation mark.
That's correct. This is still wrong. So the receive until receives a char and a buffer as like partial applied because this thing will be handled by the accept.
The argument buffer
And the
can't unify with string ref. What do you mean, brother?
can't
Oh, you
unify.
swapped the order, I think.
I swapped the order. I swapped
Yeah.
the order. You are
Yeah.
completely correct. So the buffer goes here. Okay, that's better. So value or constructor initialize has not been declared found near.
Parentheses.
Uh,
Oh,
where?
yeah. No, sorry. Yeah, you need to put the module. So
You mean
where
here?
it serializes from. Yeah.
So this is payload dot.
Is it payload?
Yes.
By the way, you misspelled the serialize.
So that's what's wrong. This serialize Leah. I don't know
That's
how to
still
type.
No, that
wrong.
is not right. Wait.
Serialize D. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Type here. So the function deserialize takes
It receives a
fuck
list
me.
of words, so you gotta convert it. I mean, if it's gonna receive that, is it worth receiving bytes? I don't think so. Just
I
make it receive strings already.
so this is gonna be a string now. That's not what I want. So this is gonna be a string. But here's the problem.
You
How
just
do I
do
grab the first char of a string?
well. That's another good question. Just a sec.
Uh, it doesn't have it. I need to use the more powerful ones. Uh, what sub does? Sub? Oh yeah, it's sub. Cool. So that
Sub as in
means
subscript.
thing sub content 0. Uh, how do I grab everything out aside from the first? Extract. Yeah. Oh, there is a more cursed way to do it though.
Ah, you can explode a string, I think.
That's exactly the most cursed way I was about to say. Look at this line.
Oh, but wait,
Gee.
wait, no, no, go back. Well, delete the bytes, garbage, right? From word vector, like delete this.
No, we need it because if this
Why?
is a list of characters, we're gonna have to convert to a vector because this is a string at the end of the day.
Yes, but you don't. Those are not bytes. Those are characters.
Yeah, that's why we're gonna convert the bytes to string.
Why would you convert characters? Well, first of all, that will not work because those are not bytes. Those are characters.
We should make a substring. We should have used the substring function, Mageta.
And that's just like compose the string again.
What do
Like it's
you
just
mean?
character. Like you just pick a list of characters and compose it to a string.
No, yeah, but we want to remove the first one. We're exploding to be able to drop the first.
Yes.
To be able to drop the first. Then we need to convert the list, which is the return of this, back to a string. So how do you do that?
Ah, I see what you mean. So I think it would. Yeah, it's easier to just slice then. Yes.
Yeah, so substring. The first
Actually, you can
uh,
implode again.
generates the strings the char. Oh, that's it.
Just
But does
implode,
does it
man.
take does it take a list?
What do you mean? Yes, it does. Just
Okay,
string implode. You mistyped implode.
I mistyped. There, there. Do you compile? Are you happy? No.
No.
So SML 11.
Oh, it's not curried. It's a tuple.
This one you mean?
Mm-hmm.
There. Next. So can't unify string with char.
Line 12. I think it's the match.
I think it's the match as well.
Yeah. So
Uh,
you put just put a hashtag there. And
function takes a string and returns an action, and I'm
arg
passing argument
garbage. Put a parenthesis between the buffer.
buffer.
Go back to the color. Yeah, there. Parentheses between the yes,
Oh,
this.
really?
Yes.
I'm very surprised by that. It did its thing. So now I just run here,
Dun, 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 dun.
and then I go here and I do this, and it didn't work at all.
This,
And
at this point, that print line It just looks like a statically typed Lisp to me.
Which line? The line 4?
Line 4.
Yeah, no, without having what's the name? Without having currying and without having the pipe. It's just this monstrosity.
I find it kind of cute.
Of course you would say that.
Uh,
Okay, but what's wrong though? I don't understand. Do I need to
I,
redo all these
I
things?
don't know where the code is going at, so I can't say.
Well,
It
it
should
is right.
print.
It should be running this.
Oh yes, but Oh, by the way, 778. Can you see the broker? Can you click there? Broker SML. The tests. No. Can you open the Merkle? Right. So it's not running any of those. That's fine. So
It's
it's
not
just
running
running the
any of those.
communications. So
Yeah, so let's actually add a print into. Are you sure this is the syntax?
absolutely.
And this
Put a
returns
print
unit.
before. Yes, this does. It's an assignment. There is nothing here.
I'm gonna do another let. Call it message. Do it like this. Then in print message buffer message
End.
end. That's not it. Just build. It did.
Nathan
Missing.
dropped.
Even after I
Mm.
started. So it's just not escaping the. Oh, right, because we never close, right?
Close what?
We just keep waiting forever. Like accept forever.
Oh, we need to do a socket close in here.
Yeah.
And that's fine because now we actually have stopping criteria.
Oh, yeah. Now we do indeed.
Buffer there. Uh, what's the
Socket.close and then sock. Sock.
is that it?
Yeah. Da, 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 da.
Didn't do shit.
Mm.
Didn't do shit.
All right, because we're gonna close and then keep looking, keep looping. So we need to change. Ah, man.
Are we gonna keep looping? How?
We need to actually exit this. That's why we need threads. That's what I was saying. Like this needs to be handled by a thread that leaves and dies. Like just spawns to handle the message and dies.
I
So it gives
see.
like to handle the control back. You see, but we don't like we should. What we should do there is actually do a
Oh,
fail.
because we are locked in here.
Yes, it's gonna loop
Ah,
again. You see, but well, if we change this function, then it's gonna kind of not gonna send, right? Oh, it
those
will actually.
Can't we just do like return something and then do an if in here before looping again?
Yeah, we can
That
return
works.
return some garbage there.
Uh, so let me see.
those
So we will do.
If this,
does Poly support concurrent ML?
I well, concurrent ML has some stuff that I think it might, but I'm not sure. I know the what's the name of the other
And what do we do in here, Magita?
SML sharp does, but I'm not sure about this. It's actually handler s goes to the if lems.
Handler s goes to the if. Oh, this is the actual call. I'm stupid.
Yes, and then you do yes, and then you return instead of a unit, you return a bool there. Instead of sock close, oh, you can close the socket regardless, but return true there.
What is the?
Oh, sorry, false there because it ended, right?
But what is the?
Well, capital S, capital F.
This?
I think so. I don't recall. I well, ideally, you should make a thing and type it, right? Like a data type, like
Oh yeah,
end.
yeah, 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 yeah. We should make a type. Okay, something is wrong. That's not actually it. There. So value of constructor false has not been declared. So do you have booleans in SML? Boolean
You do, but
SML.
I don't think I think it's lowercase.
It is all lowercase. I just saw it. Let's actually make the data type here, man. You just like retarded not to do it. So what's gonna be this thing? This thing.
I don't know. Handler action.
Stop.
Stops.
Continue.
Continue. Yeah.
Uh, is that it for the
Yep.
syntax there? Okay. So then we're gonna
That's
do
isomorphic to Boolean.
that is
Yes,
isomorphic to boolean.
but it has another name. Basically.
Stop. Uh, wait a moment though.
But then you can't use an if. You need a
No, that's I
uh,
understand. It's because this thing
introductories.
or goes bottom, which is infinite loop, or goes stop.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, I mean, we should probably do a threshold then,
Yeah, we
like on
probably
the
should.
buffer.
We probably
But
should.
well, that's a concern for us in the future.
So we're gonna do case
Mm-hmm.
handler off. So let's suppose that you receive a stop. Then we're gonna return
Oh, it's much
unit,
more readable, man.
and then we're gonna do that, and then whatever. We're gonna do this instead.
Mm-hmm.
Does this compile?
What I like of this code is that it's actually readable.
I'm still getting used to it. So there's a can't unify handle action to whatever this is.
Uh, what the heck? Can you go back there? What do you mean? Can you, instead of doing a wildcard, just put continue?
I don't think that's gonna fix it.
I know, but it's better to avoid using wildcards.
I know. I
Uh,
told you that already a few times. Can't unify handle action to that. Interesting.
are we using any? Well, we are not using the receive anywhere, are we?
No.
Hmm.
Well, not yet.
Yes, because those two return unit, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah, those two return units.
Oh, I know. Accept.
What's the problem?
Line 25. Look at the type.
It receives a handler. Oh,
Returns unit. Yeah,
read
this unify thing that it's talking about is the stage of the
types checker.
Hindley-Miller
Oh, yeah, Handley Miller.
that it
So now we
expands and
do
then
just run on this, uh, and then we just do run this.
and there we go.
We made it, boys!
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay, so next session we can plug this garbage on the. Let's see. We can plug. Can you go to the bookkeeper? That we should rename now that I think about it. There's more stuff than the
yeah,
bookkeeper.
we should rename it, and we should remove these guys here. Go and go.
Yeah. But the bookkeeper, it should be. Let's see. So we should do like after this deserialize, we should plug that to the file system, the Gluster FSD, to make the actual thing happen, right? So you return the
Yeah, after you
fopen.
deserialize, you actually interpret what this is supposed to trigger, and then you do one of. You're gonna do this one in this case.
Mm-hmm. And it's gonna involve more deserialization, more serialization. It's gonna be a pain. And now we are gonna have to serialize because we have to serialize, uh, well, hashes, right? A hash list.
Oh, but they don't have. Don't they have that? Like in the hash dot whatever module.
I well, they have a hashable. That's not serialization, right? That's
We
literally
also
just
have a
converting.
hashable though.
Oh man, that's just converting to bytes. Like that's literally it. So that's okay. Well, in our case, it's actually better because our hashes are already bytes. So that's much more convenient, I should say.
I should create a file.
I mean, it's quite
There.
convenient we have Emacs Lisp to do this. Gotta say.
It is cursed, but also a given. This can go for now. Yes, I want to kill the buffer. Thank you. So there you go. So we made receive until we upgraded accept to use this thing. It works doing the networking part. And the uh, next time we're gonna do what Magetta said, which is to plug that here. Uh,
Basically, we have our S expression. Now we have to implement eval.
oh yeah, that's a good way to put it actually. And we also should up to do here upgrade to a decent parsing strategy. Then we
Oh,
have
that's
XPRs.
looking decent already to me.
Dude, that's not gonna fly for like lists, dude.
Oh man, people did the Postgres protocol like this. They can do.
So what else?
Can,
Steam.
but should we?
Well, that's very cheap to implement right now.
Uh,
It's maybe meoptic, but that's very cheap.
I'm gonna finish the recording now.